What's up, everybody? If any of you are a fan of Mr. Money Mustache, you probably know the saying that work is better when you don't need the money. So I will be honest with you, when I became financially independent at the age of 36, I continued to work for another 2 years until I sold my house in California and moved to Arizona, and I had every single intention of completely retiring and not going back to work. And then the coronavirus happened and some things changed. During the coronavirus, I found that not working drove me crazy. I do still have YouTube, I have Patreon, I published a book. I will go ahead and leave a link in the comments description below, and don't forget to smash the like button to help me out with the YouTube algorithm. So after living here for about a year, fully retired, enjoying doing my YouTube and Patreon just for fun, I found that I was getting a bit stir crazy, just as everybody else. I probably gained 25 pounds of coronavirus weight, which is pretty standard considering what everybody's been going through. But I found that I was just trudging along, no goals. I wasn't able to make any new friends because everything was shut down because of the virus. And I had to make a decision. And I decided to go back to work. So this is something that I had never expected that I would do again in a lifetime. But the best thing about it is that if I don't like something about my job, I can quit. When I first moved here, I was still getting a little bit stir crazy. So I decided to become a hotel maid. And everything around here is pretty much close to minimum wage or minimum wage. So I told them I wanted minimum wage, which is $12 an hour. And this is over in Nevada, in Laughlin, Nevada. So I had a bit of a commute, which was not a problem. And minimum wage in Arizona is 12 an hour, but in Nevada, it's like 7 something an hour. So I was like, okay, I want Arizona minimum wage, not a problem. On my second day of work, they cut my pay from $12 an hour down to $10 an hour. And when I asked them why, they said, we're doing this to everyone, all of the hotel maids. So during my shift, I went over and I started talking to some of the other hotel maids, and I said, you know, how much money, I was really open about it. I'm like, how much money do you make? When's the last time you got a raise? How much was your raise? How long have you been working here? And I met one lady who had been working there for 5 years, and in 5 years, she had only made 35 cents an hour more than anyone else, and everyone else was on complete minimum wage, below minimum wage for Arizona, which was $10 an hour. And I was like, nope, not going to work for me. It's not what we agreed upon. You're already giving me a cut in pay on my second day for $2 an hour. That's $80 a week or $320 a month that we did not agree upon. This is hard, laborious work. Deuces, I quit. And that's the best thing about being financially independent, is that you don't have to put up with people taking, or I shouldn't say people, companies taking advantage of you. They will take advantage of you because of your financial situation. If they know that you're poor, if they know that you need the money, then they're going to capitalize on that so that they can make more profit. That's just the way that the world works. Not only do corporations and companies do this, but people do it too. People, if they know that you need something, you might get paid, you might get charged double what someone might pay who did not need that. So say you need a new fence and you need it, like let's say the wind blew it down, a repair company might come in and give you a $1,400 quote, but if you didn't need that fence, they would only charge you $700. This is price gouging, but it works both ways. It works with people and it works with companies. But being financially independent, you don't have to put up with that crap. And this is the beauty of freedom. This is the beauty of having enough money put away, having enough income and dividends and investments so that if you don't want to work for a company, then you don't have to. So I did that, and then I said, okay, that didn't work out for me, so I'm going back to retirement. Just 2 days of work and I quit. I'm not putting up with that. Not what we agreed to, and I'm not willing to bust my butt for 10 bucks an hour. That's not okay. So time goes on and I get bored again. I start getting antsy. I have already traveled to everything that I want to see. I've been to Hoover Dam, the Grand Canyon, Skywalk. I've rented Sea-Doos. I've gone on the ATV tours, the Doom buggies. I've rented those. I've done everything. I did everything. Even while the virus was in full effect, I still got everything done. I got to see everything I wanted to see. The only thing I couldn't do was a backpacking trip on an Indian reservation because it was closed due to coronavirus, and I believe it's still closed, and you have to make a reservation like a year in advance. So I won't be able to do that for a while anyway. So I went out and I got myself a job. So for all of those people who say, go out and get a real job, well, I guess I have one. It is laborious, difficult work, but I am very much appreciated where I'm at, and I make considerably above minimum wage. Also, during this pandemic, I decided to improve myself, not only with doing research, investing, financial stuff, making YouTube videos, writing a book, all this other stuff. I decided to go back to school to learn a trade. So I am now learning electrical wiring for residential and commercial, so that, the funny thing about electrical is if you get an electrician to come to your house and they give you a $4,000 quote, and the course only costs $2,000, then if you have one electrical upgrade that you need to make, you've already made your money back. You can do it yourself and just pay for parts, which is like negligible, like maybe a couple $100, and you can do it yourself. So I think that it's really important to continue your education, whether it's paid for or not, whether it's a college or not, a trade school or not. You should always continually be learning. And this is a skill that I've wanted to learn for a long time. It just wasn't available. So, always improving yourself. And even if you are financially independent and you retire early, remember that going back to work can be fulfilling. It can help you find a purpose, a reason to wake up before 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And financial independence works for me. Retirement early kind of works for me for certain amounts of time, and then I get antsy and I want to go back to work. I want to be around people. So I think that when it comes to the F.I.R.E movement, a lot of people have asked me what I thought about the F.I.R.E movement. I think it's great. I think that being financially independent gives you a ton of freedom, and it gives you the ability to choose whether you want to work or not, how many hours you want to work or not work, and where you want to work or not work. So I think that it's really important for everybody. So I guess that's all I've really got to say right now, is that maybe I'll go back to financial independence and retire early. I am already financially independent, but maybe I'll go back to retirement. Maybe I won't. But in the meantime, I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I'm getting a good workout. I'm starting to lose those coronavirus pounds, and things are really looking up. So that's a really great thing. And folks, I guess that we're going to wrap it up with that. Don't forget, whether you believe that you can or you believe that you can't, you are right. And again, don't forget to smash the like button to help me out with the YouTube algorithm. And check out my book, Living on Almost Nothing. I will leave a link in the description below. Prepper Princess out.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at you. Look at you. You're just begging for some attention. Yeah. My sweet boy. Oh, you're such a good boy. You're so cute. You're so cute. Yes. Spoiled boy. Oh. Could gobble you up. You're so cute. Mommy loves you. Mommy loves you. Mommy loves you. You're such a good boy. Oh, so tired. Oh, yes. Yes, we had a long you-know-what today. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Mister's tired. Mister's tired. My sweet boy. Always wants to hold paws. My sweet boy. Mommy loves you. Go sleep. Yeah, you go sleep.